Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your reading for the week of, for the week of September 27th to October 3rd of 2021. So, sometimes they start to tell me that a card is the right one to come out, and then it won't actually come out. So, it catches my attention, but then it doesn't want to come. So, no worries. We just keep going then. That one flipped right around, but again, it doesn't want to come out. So, all right, they're flippy today. So, this is a general reading, and as such, maybe not every part of this is going to resonate with you. No problem at all. Just leave that for the people it is for. This is a group reading, of course, right? So, so before I begin, I check in with your guardian angels, all of them, and I invite them all to come and put their input in as to what the, kind of the majority are going through. And so that's why some parts of it may not be for you, but there, I've heard some really great things, really great feedback, and there, for the most part, there's, amazingness that comes through in the readings. And so I just want to make sure that you understand that none of this message is from me. It comes from the divine. It's your guardian angels, and they give the messages through the cards, and it's vibration. So that's how those cards come out. And so whatever comes out, then I see the card, I pick it up, I handle it, and usually the card is just a little bit of a trigger, and then the rest of the message just comes flooding through. And sometimes I get, wow, so much message all at once, and it even sometimes feels contradictory, but that's because this isn't a personal reading, right? So some of you it's like this, and some of you it's like that, and anything in between. And so that's why it comes out that way sometimes. Okay, let me have a look and see what is in your reading today. Okay, children are in your reading. So it feels like there's kids depending on you, or at least that's how it feels to you. And sometimes that dependence feels very heavy to you, is how this is. But you need to just lighten up a little bit. It's like you don't have to do everything exactly perfect. These children are still going to grow up to be beautiful people, right? They are still their own people. They're each their own person, and with their own personality and their own things that make them up. And environment and raising is only a part of that, right? So yes, you have some responsibility, of course, and you obviously you're not going to beat them or things like that. But when you make a mistake, it's okay to forgive yourself. If it's something that needs to be, you need to make amends over to, like, with these children, talk with them, explain to them that you didn't mean it, or however it goes, and apologize. It goes a long way. And then work hard to not do it again, right? Like, I mean, come on, let's get real. Even with children, no matter how young they are, they know when you're not being sincere. They totally know when you're not being sincere. So be your real self. Yeah. And yeah, they do depend on you. But it doesn't have to feel heavy, heavy, heavy. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time. You can relax a bit and have some fun with this as well, right? And so for some of you, this is not your children directly, but that you're in contact with kids quite a bit, or that even, sometimes it's that you're having an impact, excuse me, an impact on children without even realizing that you are. And so just kind of be aware of your behavior, your impact on people, things like that. Just noticing. Okay. All right. So your angels want you to drink more water. Exactly those words. Drink more water. Put a bit of sea salt in it. Not, you won't taste it. It doesn't taste salty, but it makes it so that your body can actually take it up, absorb it better. And so it like they're just giving me this dry mouth feeling right now. My lips are dry, my mouth is dry. You're dehydrated. Even if right at this very moment you're not feeling thirsty, drink water anyway, because when you're chronically dehydrated, you can't even feel the thirst the same. So just drink water all day, every day. So how does this go again? Whatever your weight is in pounds, divide that by 2. So, for example, if you're 150 pounds, divide that by 2, makes 75. 75 ounces of water is what you need to be drinking every day. Yeah. So do that for a while. You'll be surprised how you're actually thirsty then still sometimes, because now your sensors are activated again. So yeah. Okay. Focus upon your strengths. So you have a lot of strengths. It feels like you are contemplating starting a new thing, some kind of a venture, some it's not quite brand new, but it's something you either haven't done for a while, or you haven't fully developed the idea, or something like that, but you've been thinking about it for a little while. Make sure that there's not too much brand new stuff to learn about that. Make sure that you are using things that you're already strong in to build around it, right? So like you have a lot of things that you're already strong in. So make sure you're using those. And that just makes your whole life go a lot easier and a lot more simple. In general, this whole reading is giving the impression of simple and easy and flowing. So if it's not like that, let it be like that. Find out, ask yourself, how can it be more like that? Make it simpler, right? And do the things that you're already strong at. Because you have so many blessings. So many, like they're just being showered upon you. And this is not all external stuff. This is stuff that it's who you are, and it's things you've learned, and it's the way you've got your life set up so far. And like it's a constant sprinkling of blessings all over you all the time. It's almost like there's a saying, they're just giving me this saying, and I've heard it before, I've used it before. It's like you can fall in a pile of shit and still come out smelling like a rose. Sorry if that offends somebody. That's what they're telling me. So just accept that. Make the most of that. You are so covered in blessings. Anytime that you're starting to feel a little down or a little disadvantaged in some way, then remember how much blessings you have. And that will really keep you on an even keel. And so, yeah, it's like you got it made, and we all have our challenges. Angels are saying they're not trying to minimize the things that you find challenging. That's not the point of this at all. They're trying to remind you of how much great there is in your life. And so every time you're starting to feel a little down, just remind yourself of this awesome thing and that awesome thing, and how much you appreciate the feel of that food in your mouth, or things like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's just a reminder. It's just a reminder. Like it almost feels like lately you're feeling like things aren't going your way or something like that. Really focus on the things that are going your way, and try to not put attention on the things that you think aren't. Okay. All right. And so there is something that's been holding you back. It's like a belief system, or are they giving me what this is? It's a behavior of yours, something that you do. So they're kind of saying, if you smoke, or if you drink too much, or you have a different kind of addiction, or you shop unnecessarily, or you like, it's something along those lines. It feels like addiction of some kind. The reasons for that. How come you're doing that? Right? What need is that filling within you? Do you need to connect more closely with people that you love? Do you need to acknowledge that it's from, a lack of something, whether previous or current or both, or, whatever it is, and let go of that. So here we have surrender and release and let it go. Both of them are saying the same thing to you, to change that belief system, to make it so that whatever that need is in you, that you're finished it. Yeah. So what I'm hearing too is that this doesn't apply to everybody. So if you're thinking, I don't know, what do I let go of? It just means this part isn't for you. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. The people who are sitting there going, okay, I think it is for me, really get into the feeling of that. So, when you want to do that thing, that habit, that whatever it is that stops you from doing other things, maybe it's, if you smokes are really expensive. So maybe that makes it so that you don't have enough money to do this other thing. If you added up all the money you spend in a year, I know you've heard this before. If you added it all up, you'd have this much money, and what could you do with that much money? Not that you would, because you'd have to put it away, that much money every day or every week or whatever, right? And who does that, actually, right? But still, to just be aware of that, and that, like, quit saying then, oh, you're so broke, because it's in your control. If you get to the bottom of this, then you would not have the need to smoke anymore, and you wouldn't spend the money on that, right? Okay, and I'm hearing all kinds of people, and they're getting defensive, and the angels are saying, shoot, we didn't mean to cause that. Whatever it is that's holding you back, get into it, look at it in the bright, clear light of day, and really see what is it that's creating that. And then you can let go of it. Then you can give it to your angels. Then, and maybe a little at a time, or maybe all at once. Like, who knows? It's whatever works best for you, right? But it's to your benefit to do that. And that is why your angels are talking about this, is because it's to your benefit to do that. So, okay, hopefully I still got you with me. They're kind of falling all over themselves right now, trying to say, like, yeah, we meant it, but we didn't mean to make you feel defensive about that. That's not the point at all. Your guardian angels always accept you completely, 100%. And for the record, so do I. I probably don't even know you, but I do not judge you for anything that you make choices or say or behavior or anything. There is no judgment. None. And so everything that comes through in a reading is intended to assist you to be better. And the reason it comes through is because your angels feel that it's time. Right. That's all. Okay. All right. So let's get one last little bit of guidance here from your guardian angels. And let's just see what, whoops. Okay, they're all flippy. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. Surrender and release is what came out already, and let it go. And now we have release and surrender. Like, oh my gosh, whatever this is really holding you back. And so it's, you just want to be able to shed that. And some of you, you're really close. It's like you just need this one little more bump to get you through it. To say, okay, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm no longer going to, let that stop me. Good for you. Good for you. This is awesome. Okay, so Virgo, now that we're at the end of your reading, if you will assist me, we have the globe here. And let's create some beautiful energy. Let's do it, this acceptance, like your angels have for you and like I have for you. Let's just spread that acceptance over the whole globe. Give it to yourself first. Here, I'll give you some. Yeah. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. We'll just clear everything. Okay. Beautiful. Virgo, I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you, and I will see you next week.